are Rube Goldberg 6 Simple Machines um, um, project. So our theme is a mad scientist lab. So basically, Mr. Penrose's lab, and as you see, we have a lab table. We have the science lab room. We have all the chemicals and nice little light. Here is our contraption. So up here, if you would explain the first three.
Okay, so the first one is the lever, and that's what triggers the water to go down the screw. So when I pull this lever, the water will go down the screw. And then when it gets to the bottom, it'll trigger this dispenser. And this dispenser will stick a wedge right into here and wedge into it. So you'll see this in a second.
And then after that, the redstone is pushed up to and powers the minecart, which has a pig in it, of course, which is the minecart is the wheel and axle. And when the minecart is pushed down, it goes down the slope, and then it hits an observer, which that observer powers redstone, and powering this the pulley. So if you want to go to the top and power the water, if you would.
Okay. So, right here's the lever.
Pushes the lever. The water starts going down the screw. It's also falling as it goes. As you can see, it drains itself. And then the water comes down, shoots an arrow into the wedge, which powers the minecart, which goes down, powers the observer. And as you can see, now this is slanted, as it was powered by the redstone. And it balances out because the pig is much heavier than the rabbit. That is the machine. The 10 steps are that first the lever is triggered. Second,
that sets off a dispenser to give out the water.
Then the water goes down through the screw.
And then that triggers the
observer.
The observer, and then that triggers the dispenser, which is the first 5 steps, and then that wedges into their 6th step, which sends redstone up here, and then the redstone goes and triggers the minecart, which is the 8th, and then hits the observer here, which is the 9th, and that triggers this, which is the 10th step.
And yes, and that is our Rube Goldberg machine. Although, to add to the theme, we have Mr. Penrose's pudding, and it says "Do not touch" over here. But Mr. Ross has created rat holes through the outside of the building, where he has been stealing Mr. Penrose's pudding because of Mr. Ross's love for pudding. So as you can see, we have rat tunnels that Mr. Ross has built, and he uses them to steal Mr. Penrose's pudding.
And there's also a secret window to view it through. If you come back this way, there's a back this way. You can go up, and then you can view the
entire lab.
Yeah, from up here.
What happened?
So you need to go up the stairs in the rat tunnel and come up a higher step.
And up here is how Mr. Ross views Mr. Penrose's pudding. Where's the
It's over here.
Are you recording?
Up.
So up here is where Mr. Ross views if Mr. Penrose is working in his lab to see if he can steal the pudding or not. And that is our project. Anything else you want to say, Bennett?
We're not allowed, you have to ask.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Hey there.